Warning, this video may contain graphic content such as sexual scenes, violence, gore, boobies, and the rest of the fun stuff. Unfortunately, YouTube won't allow that, so we'll try what we can. Please be over 18 to view this video, and don't say we didn't warn you.
Endlessly searching for an original
Hey guys, welcome back to Seiya no Uta, Song of Seiya. Let's continue, shall we? It looks like someone sprayed the walls with pig guts from ceiling to floor. What color should the walls of a hospital be? White, of course. And to the creatures of rotten flesh shambling around me, I'm sure this hallway looks just as white as it should. I know technically the walls are white. I know that the flesh beasts are really human. I'm the one with the problem, and it's because I've accepted this that I'm able to lead something approaching a normal life. Even if my university's medical department is nothing near as good as T University's, I'm still a medical student specializing in neurology. I have a basic idea of what has happened to me, though it's hard to believe. This isn't a pathological condition. It's probably some form of agnosia, unlike anything that has ever been studied before. The flesh beast called Tanbo Ryoko said that other patients had developed neurological disorders after receiving the same treatment I did. So I guess I'm just another failure. It makes me want to laugh in that know-it-all doctor's face. That said, I don't blame the doctors who operated on me. After all, I do owe them my life. I know as well as anyone how low the chance of success was, and that I had no other hope of survival. I was unlucky. That's all there is to it. The point is that my condition isn't treatable. Just like someone adapting to a hearing aid or wheelchair, I have no choice but adapt to this nauseating scenery. Of course, it's hard. It wasn't easy to resign myself to this fate. But now, there's more than just despair. Even for me, there's a glimmer of hope. Keeping my eyes on my feet, I hurry home. I live in a quiet suburban neighborhood, in a house that's much too large for me alone. My parents, even unluckier than I was, died in the accident 3 months ago. I couldn't even go to the funeral for being in intensive care. I had to sell my father's business, but at least that left me with the house and enough money to live on for a while. Of course I'm sad, but the accident took more from me than my parents. In fact, being on my own has probably saved me. If they were still alive, my parents would never have allowed me to live with some strange girl.
Okaeri!
As I open the door, a bright voice greets me from the kitchen. The voice is beautiful and clear as a bell. Human. Its sweet sound washes the day's cacophony from my memory.
Tadaima, Seiya.
Even the patter of feet coming down the hallway is music to my ears. Nothing else in the city can I hear these such footsteps. Only in this house with Seiya. I'm so privileged.
遅かったね。ちょっと心配しちゃったぞ。
ごめんよ。今日は病院に寄っていく日だったから。
あー、そうだっけ。
In her smile, in the inquisitive tilt of her head, is everything that I have lost. Since my accident, this girl is the only person I've met, perhaps the only person in the entire world, who's not triggering my cognitive disorder. True, her skin seems too white, and the color of her eyes and hair is probably different in reality, but even so, her form is undeniably human. And it's not just her appearance, and her voice either. As I bend down to take off my shoes, Saya wraps her arms around my neck, and pulls me gently into her tiny bosom. Her skin feels truly human, not cold or slimy, and from her hair wafts a sweet feminine fragrance. In all the world, only Saya is pleasing to my five senses. And what's more, she smiles at me, embraces me. She knows that she is my salvation, and for some reason is happy that I need her. If I had not met Saya, if I had been all alone in this twisted, filth-ridden world, I would no doubt have succumbed to madness. It is no exaggeration to say that Saya alone is keeping me
今日
alive.
は一日どうしてた？
今の模様替えもう半分ぐらい塗り終わったよ。で今はね、文則の晩ご飯作ってるの。昼間テレビで作り方やってたから。
So is she a monster in real life? Is that what
そ
this
うか。楽しみだな。
もうちょっと時間かかりそうなの。待っててくれる？
いいよ。じゃあ僕は今の続きをやってる。
After seeing the humming Saya off to the kitchen, I step into the living room. I realized one day that if the natural colors of this world were sickening, all I had to do was paint over them with colors that seemed pleasant. Went to the hardware store, bought every color of paint I could find. Then Say and I tried different combinations until we found one that worked. After painting the bedroom from ceiling to floor, I was finally able to get my first good night's sleep since the accident. When we first started on the living room, Sayo was unsure what to do with his curtains. Just painted carefully around the window, without a moment's hesitation. I tore the curtains down and painted over the glass itself. There'll never be anything out there that I'd want to see, and as long as we keep the storm shutters closed, the neighbors probably won't think anything of it.
ご飯できたよ。
こっちで食べよう。持ってきてくれるか？
As she enters the living room with a tray of food, Saya sniffs the air.
ペンキの匂い平気？
Now that she mentions it, I suppose the smell of paint thinner must be building up in the closed room. It doesn't really bother me, though. There are far worse smells
さ
outside.
やは嫌いかい？
ううん平気。文則が大丈夫ならいい。
Saya sets the food on the table. Unfortunately, neither its color nor its smell is at all appetizing. Not that food elsewhere is any
い
different.
ただきます。
As has become routine, I steel myself and methodically transport the food into my mouth. The taste is as gut-wrenching as I expected, but it's not Saya's fault. I'm sure she made it exactly like the cooking show said. It's just that my taste buds can't accept it.
美味しくない？
She asks hesitantly.
まあね。
Lying won't make Saya happy. She knows about my condition.
気にしないで。明日はまた別のものを作ってあげるから。
ごめんな、いつも。せっかく作ってくれたのに。
いいのよ。こうやっていろいろ試していけば、いつか文則でも美味しく食べられるメニューが見つかるかもしれないじゃない。
In my current state, eating is nothing more than an unwelcome duty. As much as I hate it, I need food to survive. If I stay alive, then perhaps one day, as Saya says, I'll be able to taste something delicious again. I met Saya, didn't I?
さやは食べないの？
私はもう済ましたから。
In all the time we've been together, Saya has never once eaten with me. I don't know why she refused to do so. It makes me a little sad. She's a monster. Still, I'm not about to push the issue. Not when she's putting up with all the problems I have.
そういえば今日もう一度病院で君のお父さんのこと聞いてみた。
パパの？
Dr. Ogai Masahiko is Saya's father and her only living relative. Saya has asked me to unravel the mystery of his
やっぱり
disappearance.
何も教えてくれない。何か隠している雰囲気なんだが。
そう。
I expected Saya to be a little more disappointed.
心配じゃないのかい、お父さんのこと。
そういうわけじゃないの。
Saya responds with an unreadable expression. She gives a little shake of her head, then smiles at me once again.
ありがとう、海のり。私のためにいろいろと。
君はそれ以上のことを僕のためにしてくれるんだ。
I thank her for the meal and set my chopsticks down next to the perfectly clean plate. As wretched as the taste was, thinking of the care that Saya put into it gave me the strength to finish every bite.
じゃあ、お風呂にする？
また背中流してくれるか？
You wanna bet Saya's the one doing this? Ever since Saya moved in, it's been like having my own wife. I can see why this was heavily requested. Saya, why are you so... Saya collapses atop of me, still smiling, and I wrap my arms around her. The feeling of her soft, sweat-soaked skin, and the warmth emanating, I can't speak anymore, from her body reassures me that she's still here.
海のり、泣いてるの？
I realize that my cheeks are wet with
どう
tears.
してなんださや。なぜ僕にここまでしてくれる？
海のり。
わからないんだ。わからないのに僕だけがどんどん君に惹かれていく。君なしじゃ耐えられなくなっていく。
I wrap my arms tightly around her, praying that our bodies will melt together and never again be
教
apart.
えてくれ。どうすれば君を失わずにいられる？僕は何をすればいい？どうやって君に報いればいい？
こうやって抱いていて。
Saya whispers into my chest.
海のりに抱いてもらうの大好き。ずっと一緒にこうしていたい。だから私は海のりから離れたりしない。
なぜ僕なんだ？
それはね、海のりが一人ぼっちだから。
You done? She says softly, gazing up into my eyes.
それはさやも一人ぼっちだったから。
The sorrow in her voice resonates with my own. There is a deep loneliness in her eyes, a loneliness from which now springs boundless affection.
だからさやにも海のりしかいないの。この世でただ一人だけ私を抱きしめてくれる大好きな海のり。
Now I know. No matter what horrors this world unleashes upon me, all I've ever needed is Saya. Yo is determined to talk to him today. Nothing will happen as long as she hesitates. It'll only prolong her suffering. The time has come to show courage once again. Yo's fourth period on Thursday is biology. This is her one chance to see Feminori. As a required course, with many students, the lecture is held in a large hall that can seat well over 200, but since the room is usually only half full, it's rarely difficult for Yo to find a seat she wants. Yo prefers to sit near the center, where it is easier to hear the professor. Most of the students congregate in this area for the same reason. Fuminori usually sits beside her, although given the ambiguous state of their relationship, she knows better than to take this for granted. Still, she tries to save a seat whenever possible. The classroom isn't crowded today, so Yo is able to set her bag on the seat next to her without any inconvenience to anyone. But when the professor arrives at the usual time to start class, there is still no sign of Fuminori. After waiting for about 10 minutes, Yo scans the room furtively. Fuminori is there, sitting alone in the far back corner. Did he miss Yo when he came in? No, he couldn't have. And besides, no serious student would willingly sit so far away from the front. Feeling miserable, Yo slides her bag back over to her. Fuminori is out the door the moment class ends. Yo barely manages to catch up to him before he disappears down the hallway.
Sakisaka-san!
Fuminori jerks to the sound of his name. You'd think she just screamed at him.
何か
He turns to her and asks reluctantly. Now that they are face to face, Yo is painfully aware how much weight Fuminori has lost. His sunken eyes, or protruding cheekbones, are a far cry from the features familiar to her. She wonders whether he's under a lot of stress, or perhaps not getting enough nutrition. Maybe it's both. He definitely looks more tense than he should. Afraid even, though of what she can't imagine. His eyes move restlessly from point to point, and he refuses to look at Yo in the eyes. It hurts to see Fuminori this way. What could have changed him so much? Today, she reminds herself, rekindling the flame of courage in her heart.
お話があるんです。ちょっといいですか？
The courtyard is empty and silent. No one is willing to sit and chat in the cold November air.
話って何
Don't you remember? Yo almost blurts the question, but manages to keep her composure.
sakisakaさん、最近ちょっと様子が変です。
そうかもね。まあ、あんな目にあった後だから。
He smiles like nothing, but even that seems forced. He's precisely one pace farther away from her than he used to.
本当にそれだけなんですか？
君にはそれだけじゃないように見えるのかい
Yo manages to keep from flinching at the harshness of his tone.
何か我慢してるみたいに見えます。
Rather than answer, Fuminori grinds his toes into the dead grass at his feet, fearing that her determination might flag. Yo lets the words come as they may.
どうしようもないものを無理して壊れそうになるほど頑張って我慢してるみたいに今のsakisakaさんはそう見えます。
そうかい
Fuminori mutters through clenched teeth, no longer trying to deny it or change the topic. This is an even clearer signal of rejection than his prior evasiveness. But Yo's determination is strong. Today, at least, she won't back
友
down.
達ってこんな時のためにいると思うんです。
She implores, trying to convey the sincerity of her feelings for him.
ご家族のことは本当に残念だったと思います。でもsakisakaさんは一人ぼっちじゃありません。友くんや大見ちゃんやそれに私がいます。
Yo can no longer stop the words from pouring from her lips. She fears that if she does not unleash her feelings now, they will be lost forever.
一人で背負い込んだりしなくても私たちで何とかできることだってあると思うんです。たとえ何もできないにしても話してさえくれればあなたが少しでも楽になるかもしれない。私sakisakaさんの力になりたいんです。他
やめてくれ
Fuminori shouts, silencing Yo entire entreaty. She promised herself that she wouldn't back down, but Fuminori's expression is terrible enough to shatter her resolve. The look in his eyes is not anger or any other warm-blooded emotion. It is hate, murderously cold hate.
そういえば君には一つ返事しなきゃいけない要件があったね
He remembers. He remembers, and still he has treated her so coldly. That is all the answer she needs. If his words stab any deeper, she might very well die.
僕は君のことをとりわけ特別に意識したことなんてなかった。君に好意を持たれてもどう接すればいいのか迷ってた。僕が君のことどう思ってるのか、正直な気持ちが自分でもわからなかったから。
咲坂さん。
でもね、今ではもうはっきりと答えが出てる。あれから考える時間だけはたっぷりとあったからね。筑波さん、僕はあんたのことが大嫌いだ。顔も見たくない。
Don't cry, Yo tells herself, but too late to stop the tears pouring from her eyes.
もう二度と会いたくないっていうのは無理だね。同じ学校に通ってるんだし。だからせめて今後は僕に声をかけないでくれないか。
ひどい。
Yo whispers in shock and despair. To which Fuminori twists his lips into a malevolent smile.
君さ、少しは頭を冷やした方が良かったんだよ。どうせ大宮浩二にけしかけられてその気になってただけなんだろ。自分一人でのぼせてる分には勝手だけどさ、他人を巻き込むなって言うんだ。
That's all Yo can take. Even after shedding tears in front of him, she absolutely refuses to let him hear her cry. Any disgrace would be preferable to breaking down here. So she runs, fleeing breathlessly from the courtyard, with Fuminori's cold smile at her back. Well, guys, we'll find out more next time. Thank you so much for joining me for more Seiya no Uta, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.